in the studio with us right now from Low Country Haunts, it's Howard. Hey, Howard.
Hello, Rocky D.
Also, we got a medium in here, spiritually speaking guy, Tony Coxx, with extra amounts of extras. X's on his name to hide.
Hi, Rocky D.
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what you showed before. But what is Low Country Haunts? What do you do?
Well, actually, Low Country Haunts is a project that we're working on to try to get a show marketed nationally, kind of like the national shows you see, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. It focuses basically on Charleston County, Berkeley County, and Dorchester County. These national shows come here all the time because of all the history of Charleston, South Carolina, and all the potential paranormal activity that happens here.
Well, you know the rule, don't you, Howard? And you know this too, Tony. If you have a house and it's on the peninsula, now maybe West Dash is a little different, especially where I live is relatively new. I live off Planacano Parkway, and only we have is ghosts of dead deer. No, wait, those are really dead deer. Anyway, if you own a house on the peninsula or in Maryville, Ashleyville, and if your house isn't haunted, you get your money back. Isn't that the way it is? Doesn't everybody want a ghost these days?
Well, there'll be a lot of empty houses in Charleston in that case.
They'll all be empty. They're all haunted.
Yeah, but our group, Rocky, actually is called Low Country Paranormal Society. The Low Country Haunts is actually a project we're working on. It's a TV show. We went in production back in December, where we've been taping a lot of our investigations we go to. All the places we go to are traditional Charleston places, like the city jail downtown that's operated by Bulldogs Tours and John Laverne down there.
I know him.
This is one of the places we've been to, many, but we've been investigating and trying to capture evidence. And what we do, the whole object of our show is just capture it and present it, and you decide in the end whether you want to believe it or not. But we try to go for the full body apparitions, DVPs that we may pick up, where we ask questions and
DVPs.
Yeah, it's like it's where it's the spirits in the room. It's intelligent. You can ask them questions and they can answer back, or they can tell you get the hell out of there. Whatever they feel like.
We had a tour at the Yorktown, and the lady got sick on the tour because she was afraid that it was ghosts there. And I said, well, this would be a place for her, wouldn't it? I mean, a lot of people, spend a lot of time here, and they showed us a video of like a actual thing moving. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yes.
The one where the shape came out? Was that the same show?
That was caught by us, but that was caught by one of the national shows, Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
That came here.
And there was like a guy leaning on a post, and then you can see him walk away. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And see, that's what they call intelligence. See, there are differences. There are what they call intelligent haunts, and there's residual. The residual are actually, somehow it's like a piece of time being replayed again. People may see soldiers, being that Charleston has this history with the Civil War.
Like a loop.
Yeah.
A broken scratch record.
Yeah, get on top of it if you can.
And then when you have the intelligent, which can also be associated with poltergeists, these guys can actually respond to you. Our equipment that we have kind of warns us that they're there, but it helps when you have a medium because they actually know that medium can hear them, and that's where our advantage is. A lot of the groups do not use mediums, and originally we were not going to, but we took Tony on one of our investigations we did in Somerville at Boone Hill, and in that investigation he was able to talk to a few people, including a little girl that hadn't passed on to the light, that Tony helped her do it. And to confirm that he was talking to somebody, with all our equipment going, later on, a couple days later after we reviewed it, we caught the little girl talking to him going to the light. So, and we know the little girl wasn't there, we couldn't hear her, but we knew the medium could. So, and that's going to come out in one of our episodes later down the line as some stuff that we start putting on our website. And see, Tony has this thing where he can communicate with these guys. I know some people are skeptics, but we love that because that's what our group's about. We go in each investigation being skeptics to try to catch evidence, and when we have it, we present it, and still we let you decide whether you want to believe it or not. A lot of people, believe in God. It's because you can't see God. Don't mean He's not there. But you have to know. Everybody
can't see the wind either, but you can feel it. That's like something I said once to somebody. I said, "Do you know that Mars is there? The planet Mars?" Yeah. Ever been there? No. No. Here's the thing, man. I don't really believe in ghosts and all this other kind of stuff either, but I'm not doubting it either. I mean, when they gave me that thing on the Yorktown, it just went bananas. When nobody would stand next to me, and I'm thinking, this is a neat device.
Yeah, this is some of the devices we use. We have EMF readers.
EMF readers.
The
electromagnetic force.
And you have this little gadget.
Here, I'll tell you what it is. It looks like a remote control, friends. And it's got two red lights on one end.
And we're actually taping the show, so in a few days.
This is actually something you can sell. You can buy it. It says Ghost Meter Pro.
That's right. That's right. But we have all kinds of things. We have all the things that you see on the national shows, and then we have laser beams that we set out that actually, if anything goes into it while it's set up, we can actually see it. If it's
that's cool.
So we have all kinds of things.
Yeah, turn the light out behind you.
Yeah, so it's...
Hey, man, watch somebody. Hey, throw it my way. I'm a ghost. Look, I'm floating.
So we have all this type of stuff. It's really neat to set it up. So, but if you want to kind of check more about this group, just go to local.
All right, turn the light back on. Somebody squeeze on my butt.
Coxx.com. But I want to bring Tony in because Tony is our medium, and he's the guy that can really communicate with these guys. He's really amazing. So I'm going to let Tony kind of take over.
All right, Tony Coxx. How you doing, man?
Good.
All
Good.
right,
Thank you
now,
for having me on, Rocky D.
Oh, there's already a message coming in. Oh, never mind. It's my cell phone.
Okay.
What kind of things do you do, spiritually speaking? You call yourself a psychic medium. Explain that to me first of all.
Okay. The difference between a psychic
Get up on top of that.
the difference between a psychic and a medium is psychics predict the present, the past, and the future, whereas mediums, we speak with the other side, people that have gone home, or what I call graduated, or what you would call deceased.
Okay. What do you do with people, that say they don't believe it all? It's not. They don't. Because you got to participate a little bit if you're going to get anything out of it, right?
Absolutely. I tell those people that if they don't believe, then come spend a night or two with us on an investigation, and then after that, tell me what you feel, what you think about it.
Why are haunted places always like old and creepy looking? Why not a brand new condo haunted?
I think a lot of the times it's not the actual physical structure, but the actual land that the structure is on. Because we have what we call psychic energy, and what happens is it's like a residual energy that's left over, and that energy pertains and stays on that specific object, like antique furniture that was in a house that belonged to an abuser or an angry person, whatever. That same energy, which we call psychic imprints, by the way, is brought in, and that is actually brought into somebody's home. So we're all made of energy. We already know it's been scientifically proven that we're in a physical vessel, but our spirit, our energy, is actually measured, by energy. Energy changes form but never dies.
Well, as John can tell you over there, usually when I'm doing a show, I've been in here all day, nobody wants to come in this room because I leave a little bit of my psychic energy behind.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've done it in elevators too. But that's it.
We need a drum roll there.
Yeah, that's it. That's well, you didn't want to light a match everyone around me. I'll tell you that. The thing is that when you're doing these, what do you do? Do you do events?
We do group readings. We go out. We don't charge for that. We go out and try to help people that have activity in their house, whether it be poltergeist activity, which is negative activity, or are having other issues.
What's the difference between a ghost and a poltergeist? A ghost is just, and a poltergeist is mad at you?
Poltergeists are usually attracted to your teenage type individuals because of the energy level that they have, and they create a lot of havoc versus a normal. The difference between a spirit and a ghost is a spirit who's already left the physical body and gone home, gone to the light, can trilocate or bilocate if they want to, whereas a ghost is kind of stuck here on the earth plane, and for whatever reason, family members, loved ones, the farm, the old house, etc., they don't want to move on for whatever reason that may be.
All right, everybody hang on here. By the way, I just learned something, John. Teenagers with raging hormones attract poltergeists.
Absolutely.
So that's why every time I take Viagra, I see things. Is that it? I can't take that stuff. All right, hang in there, because Sheriff Al's going to be calling in, too. And we're chasing an actual bad guy around town. There's a guy that's been running around from place to place murdering people. Have you heard about this? Yeah, in a convenience store over at Adams Run. Yeah, this guy's on the run now. We'll find out. Radio Free Rocky D, WQSC, 1340 and 950. The Voice. Right now, Radio Free Rocky D. You think we have enough kinds of alternate media around here? If they think of something else, I don't want it. I mean, at this point, that's the way it is. And you guys got cool hats. From the Low Country Paranormal Society, Howard is here, and also Tony Coxx is here. And we were talking to Tony about spirits and spooks and stuff. Now, are you from here, the area, or are you just visiting? Get up on anything.
I used to come down here and work a lot at the old Sproul Navy base, doing some training there for some agencies.
Okay, all right.
That's all we can say.
Well, Border Patrol works out there too. Border Patrol works out there too. But as you can see, I'm an honorary member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans and things. And we go to a lot of these history sites, and every one of these guys has seen ghosts and stuff in the grave. We got some spooky places. Magnolia Cemetery is a beautiful cemetery.
Yeah, we're planning an investigation there. Matter of fact, you mentioned that. Randy Burbage, everybody knows him. He's one of our members too. He's one of our historic advisors. So when we do an investigation that may find some stuff like that, he will come in with his team. So our group is growing as we go. And one thing we want to emphasize about us, it's not a religious thing at all. I mean, we are ghost hunters, but we go in as skeptics to try to, find evidence of these places that you mentioned the Yorktown, Magnolia Cemetery is one of the places we're headed to. There's a lot of places that we've done and that we're going to do. We're going to target Charleston County, Berkeley County, and Dorchester County. And if you guys really want to get into what we're doing, you can monitor us by going to our website at lowcountryhaunts.com.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
About that.
Yeah, I got it over here, lowcountryhaunts.com. Tony, why are spooks hanging around anyway? I mean, what does a ghost want with me? It can't do anything to me, can't hurt me. I can walk right through them.
It all depends, Rocky, on what the individual has. Remember, when we leave our physical vessel, we still have our body. We still have our spiritual side, and our spirit side, as I said before, is made of energy. Energy never dies, transfers form, but we keep our same personality when we go to the other side. And again, that's the difference between a spirit and a ghost. So if you're Class A personality, Class B, shy, outgoing, angry, the Joker, whatever, you keep that same personality as you do.
I'm going to have my same personality?
Absolutely.
I saw a movie last night that had Hades in there. Like the old mythological Hades. Right. And he was a polite-speaking British guy. He ain't going to want me around. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty safe then. Okay, poltergeists. Those are the dangerous ones. What are the dangerous ghosts? Poltergeist, is that it?
You poltergeist, and you have some negative entities as well, as I call the elementals. And they try to do everything both physically, psychologically, religiously, etc. And those are the heavy hitters. Those I don't do a lot with. Those I usually call up in Bishop Long or some of the other people from the church that specialize in demonology and doing exorcisms and things like that.
You know what? You do stuff at churches, because churches get haunted. And do ministers and stuff come out and tell you, you know what? I'm not supposed to tell you this, but
all the time.
There's more than Holy Ghost going on here.
All the time.
Because churches are generally old. We got one of the oldest buildings in the country around down in West Ashley here, St. Andrew's Parish, right?
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah.
We have a lot. And that's one of the reasons why me and my partner Gary Percy decided to form this group. There are some existing ones, but we want to. All the national shows come here because of the history. So we said, hey, we live here. And I'm already in the TV business anyway. Why not get some investigators together and do our own thing? And
that's how we got together.
And of course, the medium is an asset to us. And when we go on some of these investigations, he goes with us, and he's able to channel these guys out. And it's amazing when you see him at work. We have our training facility in Hanahan over at the Climate Masters, and we train with some of our equipment there. But when we go out on investigations and hands-on, there's nothing like having a real medium. Because a lot of people say they're psychic and they're mediums. But when you have the real deal, which I know we do, it's a different
Tell us
story.
some of the things you've seen in this area lately. What have you been doing?
Full body apparitions, shadow people. Figures.
Where?
Some of the
Boone Hill. We were at Boone Hill not too long ago. Just up in Somerville.
Orlando, I saw some shadow people. I was staying at a hotel I probably shouldn't have been staying in. Next to an area I should have been. I was walking, with my Taco Bell food back to the hotel room, and some people hopped out of the bushes. It just came out of the shadows. Oh, no, wait, that's just thugs.
We just did the old Navy Hospital, the one that closed down many years ago over on the old Navy base. And in fact, John F. Kennedy, a lot of people don't know that, but he was stationed in Charleston back in the 41, 42 at that time frame. He had an intelligence officer over in that area by this hospital. There's actually a wing that's dedicated to the Navy intelligence part, which we believe that he may have been in there operating his office out of that building in that wing. But we did some investigations in that hospital several times and we were able to capture some noises. We had objects thrown at us, some amazing stuff that we're actually going to put on our website pretty soon on Low Country.
All right, when we get back here, I'm going to ask Tony, what do I do when a ghost starts throwing things at me? You can't throw something at a ghost. It ain't there. So we're going to talk about it when we get back. Plus, also, John F. Kennedy did a little hanky-panky down here on Market Street in that hotel down here. Wasn't he boinking that spy down here? Remember that? There was a spy lady. He was in a hotel. He was in the what is now the Charleston Hotel, I guess it is down here. Radio Free Rocket WQSC 1340 and 950. The Voice. Radio Free Rocket WQSC 1340 and 950. The Voice. 721-1340 is my number. Wow! We got Tony Coxx here, spiritually speaking, and he's talking about ghosts and spookies right here in the town of Charleston. But you know, you come here and nobody's surprised. I mean, we expect to see ghosts and things. But let's just say there's a ghost mad at me. Now what do I do?
Well,
I can't smack them.
Then you need to get the heck out. That's what I tell people. If you're in a place,
my house.
Oh, it's your house.
Yeah.
Then you got to take possession of it and take it back over.
Get on the mic.
That includes taking salt, putting salt around your house. If your neighbors ask what you're doing, just tell them you're out killing snails, so that way they won't get all freaked out. You can burn Native American white sage.
Can I catch a ghost like in Ghostbusters? I want to catch one and control it.
That I'd have to turn over to somebody else. That one I'm not sure about.
Because I want to see. That's what I want. I don't get rid of it because I want to catch it.
Yeah, we're not Ghostbusters, but we are. We're trying.
Hunter.
Yeah. Although we have one that lives here in Charleston, of course, Bill Murray. But no, we try to investigate and catch evidence and just try to present and let everyone decide if what they're saying is what they're saying.
The only problem is you never get any real hard evidence. Like a ghost that shows up on time and says, "Yeah, I'm a ghost. Talk to me." That's the problem, see? Yeah. Oh, I've had that done. I used to work at Universal Studios for a short. I used to do contracts and I've been slimed. Yeah. It's oatmeal. Yep. It's oatmeal with goo in it. Yep. With stuff in it.
Let's hope something like that don't.
It doesn't stain.
Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, so I got a ghost and is mad at me. How do I get rid of a ghost? You put the salt on. Who made that rule up?
That goes back to
why don't ghosts like salt?
Yeah. That's a thing that's been used by the church and the Native American communities for thousands of years. The salt. Also, burning of the sage, burning of sweetgrass, etc. Pulling out your Bible and commanding that this force leave in the name of God, etc., etc. You know, those type of things.
Well,
and not one thing works for every type of ghost. That's the thing.
The gulls and the geechees think that. Remember, you know, you go over there by the old jail. You know about that? They paint the doorways blue,
right?
Because they say ghosts won't go across water. Well, then I said to one of them one time, "What about the Flying Dutchman?" She didn't know what it was. Flying Dutchman is ghosts on the water, and she said, "I don't know about that. I don't know about all that." Said something. I just agree with what they say.
One thing I have found, though, and some other paranormal investigators may know about this as well, is you take a UV light, the purple-colored light, and turn that on. And I'm not sure what that does. That hurts their eyes, or that really ticks them off, or whatever. But they tend to get really active and then bolt out of there.
Okay, so the ghost of Peter Max. Wait, he's still around, isn't he? Who's the guy? The ghost of the Yellow Submarine. All right, so I mean, so if somebody has a ghost in their house, can you get rid of it for them? You come out and do that service?
We try to do that. Yeah, it's not always a guarantee, but we give it our best. And unfortunately, Spirit, God gave us the most precious gift of all, free will. So even in the spirit world, they have the right to come and go as they please. And that's one of the things that we try to. When we do investigations, we do them professionally. We don't antagonize. We don't do some of the things that you may see on commercial TV programs. You know, I say thank you, please. I'm here to find out information. Is there any help that you may need going to the light? You know,
why is it to the light? Why not to the doorway? Why not to the hole in the ground? Why not? I mean, if I'm standing there and I'm, you know, and you're trying, and my dad died, I'm like, Tony, there's no light here. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Okay, well, if that happens, you're going to definitely have to get in touch with me.
I'll throw something at you. I'm going to be a pokey.
With my training, and of course, I've died on the table 3 times. I've been shot 3 times, stabbed 9 times, metal plate in the head on fire, 42 broken bones, yada, 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 because of my career.
Well, I told you when I was out there on the ice to stop playing hockey at a certain age. I'm a hockey referee. I'm all messed up though. Anyway, he worked in law enforcement. Yes, exactly.
Well, I did that too in my younger days. Yeah, the dirt bike thing. But the main thing is you want to make sure that you don't put yourself in that kind of situation to begin with, and that's where we do what we call PSI. Which is an investigation that we do before we actually send people in the home.
Okay, now, we only got about a minute. What if I want to have a ghost? How do I attract one? Like bees or something?
That is a good question.
Yeah, what if I want one? Everybody wants one.
If you really want a ghost, but you're not sure, all you have to do is probably get a Ouija board and play with the Ouija board, and that probably would be like somebody knocking on your door at 2 o'clock in the morning, opening up the door, not knowing who's out on the outside of the door, and whoever comes in just comes in. But I strongly advise,
do not.
The devil made me buy that dress. We're out of time. We're out of time. Hear the music? We're out of time. All right. Tony Coxx, spiritually speaking, also lowcountryhaunts.com. Go there. Radio Free Rocket E 1340 950. The voice. That's network. That's heartbreak.
Cool.